All right, hello all you night readers. How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Hope everything is good. Yep. Let's see what we have here. Let's get you guys in. There you are. All right. So, our theme for the next 24 hours is exchanging gifts. Yeah, exchanging gifts. That's our theme. What type of gifts are you exchanging? Yeah, that's what you have to think about, I know. 24 hours at least. 24 hours worth of contemplating. Exchanging gifts. So, how are things going? Kim Ashton, what's going on? You'd like to know if you'll have the surgery you need this month or next month. All right, let's see. Let us see. So don't forget, questions are chosen at random. We are streaming to 3 different platforms now, so there are questions coming in from different places. Questions are chosen at random, so keep that in mind. And the only way to guarantee your reading is by donation. If your phone scans, then you can scan right up here for PayPal or down here for Square. And if it doesn't, then you always have the option of any of those things at the bottom. I take, Square will take Apple Pay, it'll take credit cards, PayPal takes whatever you have, and Cash App. Cash App is new, so but it works really well. I found that out. All right, so will you have the surgery this month or next month? I'm willing to say it's going to be next month, because I really see where you're a bit afraid of this surgery. I think you are a bit on the concerned side about what's going to happen with it and how the outcome will be. The outcome is going to be a big deal. And, surgery, no surgery, they may say surgery is routine, but there are no routine surgeries, I'll tell you. So I do think that there's some concern on your part about this. I think, you have been hard at work trying to figure out exactly what you're going to do. And I think, that this has just been, it's been a financial, part of this is a financial issue also. I think. This is what I'm thinking. It's how I'm feeling. I do think that, you need to have patience, right? You've got Temperance here. Temperance has made its appearance already in the first reading. Temperance always tells me to have patience. Right? Patience will give you peace of mind. Patience will make you feel more relaxed. So I think if you have that patience and let the surgery happen next month, I think that will make you feel much better. I think that'll make you happier. I think that'll make you, feel like a bit of a weight is lifted. Excuse me. A bit of a weight is lifted off your shoulders. A bit of, I know you want to have it. I know you want to have this surgery. It has to be done. It's something that has to be done. And I just think that the worry about it and the finance issues tell me patience will make you happier. I really think that the Queen is telling me that, things will be successful with the surgery. But again, your best bet is to wait until next month. So that's what I see. And that's what that's what I see. And that's all there is to it, right? And that's all there is to it. Mariam, hello. It's very nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here. It's always nice to see everyone. What's coming towards you in a job or career? It's always good to have a crowd, and that's what we've got already. All right, let's take a look. What's coming towards you in job opportunities and career? Okay. Well, there's justice. Look at that. Justice followed. We had temperance in the first one. Justice shows up in the second. It's going to show up every single night, but I didn't think they were going to show up that fast. Justice starts you off with, in a job reading, you want to work at a job where everybody feels like they are treated equally, right? You want everyone to have equal footing. You don't want I don't think you want a sales job. I don't think you want anything that you would have to work on commissions. Because no matter how much of a team everyone says they are, when they work by commission, everyone's at each other's throat. And I just don't think that's what you want. I think that would make you extremely stressed. I think that could make you physically sick, right? I think you like working alone. I think you would like to have, an office of your own somewhere, or even be on the road. Be on the road by yourself. I really see that may be an option where you are traveling for work. You may not have to travel far, but you may have a territory that's 15, 20 miles or so, and you travel around all day, and you basically work by yourself out of your car, which isn't so bad. But again, I don't think you want anything that's got to do with anything that would pit you against other people. I think, again, you want everything to be even for people across the board. If you're doing a job and someone else is doing that same job, well, of course, then everybody should be equal. It shouldn't be, okay, well, whoever does, sells more this month gets more, or whoever, if you stay 1 extra hour more than someone else, well, then you get a big promotion over them. It's not fair. That's not the way to go. So I do see working by yourself might be a good way to go. Again, I do see travel in this, in this job. I think, if you're working by yourself and you're just you're driving around to do something, okay, that's fine. But this could also mean, you have to travel to go to training, learn something new, once you do, then of course you come back. I think it's going to be a big change from what you used to do. I don't think things will be the same. as anything that you've done that you used to do in your last job. I just feel like it's going to be something completely, something different. You're going for a completely different career path, and maybe it's sales that you're getting out of. Maybe that's what you're getting away from. Not exactly sure, but I really think I really do think that it's going to be something. I think it's going to be something where you work by yourself. Some type of job you're going to work on your own. And I think you're going to like it that way. I think you're going to be happy about that. All right. That's kind of what I have for you. Hey, Fairy Wren. Popping in to say hi. Hi. Things are good. Things are good. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Fairy Wren. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here for at least a minute or two. That is always a good thing to have you here. Kim Ashton said, yes, I am concerned about it. And yes, finances have been a reason you haven't done it. You're glad it'll happen next month. Mary says, so true. No unfairness, no favoritism. No job right now. No, I know. But I think your last job may have been something to do with sales, or something to do that did have some favoritism to it, and you didn't like that. I don't think you were real happy with that. So, all right. Lisa Farrell would like a family reading, please. Yeah, absolutely. So we talking like your whole family? Oh, sorry. Or are we talking like the family that lives in your house? Because that could... All right, so let's see what we get. Okay, so here's what I get for you. Here is what I get for the family. The whole family. Nothing but the family. Got it. All right. So I believe there is, there's big changes, right? There are big changes. You have the tower. There has been chaos throughout the family. There's been a lot of chaos throughout the family. Things are not going the way that everybody thinks it should. Everybody's kind of with your family. Well, let me explain how I'm feeling about this and how I'm feeling about this reading. With your family, I think you guys I think everyone in the family kind of works as one unit, right? I think everybody kind of thinks the same way most of the time. Most of you think the same as everyone else. So when I do a family reading for you, then everybody else in the family can kind of go along with it. They could kind of feel like, all right, well that's exactly right for me too. That's what I think. So, and again, I go back to chaos. Something chaotic is going on, right? There needs to be a change. Things need to change. They can't stay the way they are because things are not happy for everyone in the family. Everybody's not happy. And I think it's, I think it is just a problem with someone is manifesting something that is just not good. It's not making, it's not making everyone happy. It's bringing people down. If you manifest good things, if you think good thoughts and you hope for good things to happen, well, then they're going to happen. Good things are going to happen. But if you're doing bad things and you're thinking bad things are going to happen, well, then, bad stuff's going to happen for everyone. And that's not what you want, right? So I think there's somebody, or, there's people in the family who are not feeling that way. There's people manifesting something bad because they're thinking or doing something that's not right. I see where the family is very strong, though. All right, your family is extremely strong. There's safety and love and well-being, right? Everyone, I think the whole family is just blessed. I think they're blessed to have each other. I think you all feel, blessed to have the family that you do have. It's not always easy to have a family, especially a large family that is so close, so coherent, I wouldn't say coherent, but so close to being, in tune with each other that, that's a rarity. It's not easy. My family is that way too. We're not big though. We're not a big family. There's not a lot of us night readers out there. There's mom and dad night reader, and I have sister night reader who's married. So she's got her own little family, and I have my little family, and that's it's me and Mrs. Night Reader here. So we don't have that much. My mom is an only child. My dad has one sister, so I have an aunt and a couple cousins, 2 cousins, but that's it. But yeah, but you guys have a lot. You have 5. There's 5 of you sisters. There's cousins. There's, and then there's all of your love, your partners, right? Your significant others and your children. And they're, and then it, it's a big family. So I see where that whole, it's difficult to get everybody on the same page, but you guys tend to have like 90% of the family on the same page almost all the time. I think the Ace of Cups says that there needs to be a new healing coming in to the family. Something's broken and it needs a healing. Things need to be fixed, right? And if they're fixed, then things will get a bit emotional, which is okay because everyone's going to be emotional about it. But then you have a potential of getting 100% of the family on the same page. The Ten of Swords says there has been hurt and loss in this family. There's hurt and loss with the family. And that is difficult to take. I think that's been very difficult. And the only way that you can get past, and everyone else can get past, everyone else in the family, they can get past that hurt and loss, is to move on. You got to really move forward and not take that hurt with you. Just leave it behind and move on. Start over from, wherever things were happiest last, and go back to that point and start going from there again. All right, Lisa. So I hope that made sense. It certainly made sense to your sister because I see her comment. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we've got. What do I have? JJ, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. If you are new, JJ, and I think you are because I don't remember seeing you before. I don't remember seeing you before, and I usually remember if people have been here or not. If you would please hit like and definitely subscribe. Click on the little notification bell, so this way you get notifications when I come online. I am on twice a day, every single day, twice a day, 11:30 a.m. Eastern and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. All right? And if you already have subscribed, well, thank you. I appreciate it then. At least, if you have subscribed, at least I got my commercial in, right? All right. So, I love reading for you, JJ. That sounds like a good one. All right. That sounds really good. Okay. What do we have? We just got rid of the Ten of Swords. We just had that in our last reading. Same spot, too. That's weird, isn't it? I shuffle the cards, I pull them out random, and I get the same card. There's Justice again. Well, we do have the Knight of Cups, so that's... I have a good start. I'm not sure about the ending. That's the problem. I think there's someone you have your eye on. I think, if it's a guy, it's like Prince Charming, right? It's like your knight in shining armor. If you're looking at a guy. If you're looking at a woman, then she's like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty. Someone who is, the apple of your eye. Just what you always wanted, right? Someone that you can have a close relationship with, where you can be very happy, very drawn to, right? You want this person to be magnetic, basically, and you want to be drawn to them. But I think that is just something that's not, I shouldn't say not. I just think there's something in your past that is keeping you from moving forward with this. I think having a new relationship is being blocked by something. Maybe it is just the idea that, you're more of a free spirit now than you were in a previous relationship. It may be, that based on the Page of Wands, there is always that immaturity part. And maybe the person that you're looking at is not going for that. You just feel like you're stuck in the past, though. You feel like you're stuck where, in the past, where things should, where you shouldn't be. You should not be there. You don't want to be thinking about the past. The past is the past for a reason. Let it go. If you had a relationship before and it didn't go well, because it certainly did not go well. Again, you had a lot of hurt, lots of loss. That whole relationship ended, and it ended really badly. But then you have to move on. You have to move on. You have to, you can't think that you're stuck in some place that you're not. You can't continuously think that you're tied down to someone, right? You're not strapped to something or someone in the past. So you need to let all that go. Let it go. Let it move on and become the person who is on the outside looking into the mirror. If you let go of the past, I think then you have a chance with the really good relationship person, right? The charming, seductive relationship. So that's what I see for you, JJ. I do think there's something, though, there in that past that is just still on your mind. And I think it still hurts to a point. Maybe you're not quite ready for a relationship. There's always that, too. There's always that option. Maybe it's just not the right time. So, yep, that's what I see. Suzanne Riley, how are you? How are things going for you? Can you have a general reading? Suzanne Riley, you changed your picture. Look at that. If nothing else, I am observant. I might not be brilliant. I might not be too bright, but I do observe things really well. I pick up on the little subtleties here and there, and that makes a difference. That makes up for all the other things that I can't do and that I don't do well. All right, so let's see what we've got going on. This is just a general reading. Nice old general reading. Right? I see where you are still thinking about the person in your past, the last relationship, the one that you think. No, this is just you thinking, just you, Suzanne, thinking, the one that slipped away. You think that's what it is, right? That she was the one that got away, and there's still some of that pain, there's still some of that grief, but you can't. I mean, you're looking back, you're thinking back a lot, and this is only going to make the hurt more by looking back at what you had. Now, you've heard me say it probably a million times, right? You have to use your inner strength, not your brute strength, your inner strength. Now, I know that that's not always easy, right? You have to have a balance, right? Between gentle and tough. And that's your inner strength. That's where your inner strength comes in. And that's what you need to have to get past this. The hurt and the constantly thinking about the last relationship thing. I think that, I just think that's part of the problem. I think that's a problem. I just think that's a problem for you. And I think it's a continuing issue. But I do think you have enough inner strength to get past this. I think you're having problems with self-esteem. I think that's a big problem. Self-esteem has been a big problem lately. You're not 100% of yourself. You're not 100% of yourself. You are, I think something is going on. There is something going on where you are not well, right? You're sick. You have something going on there, and that is giving you problems with your confidence. It's giving you problems with your self-worth, right? You don't feel like you have the worth that you used to have, but you do. That's the point. That's the whole thing. Your inner strength, when that comes out and that shows, everybody is going to see the confidence, because that's what you will have. You'll be much more confident. You will have, you'll be courageous. You'll have conviction, right? So I definitely see that. I definitely see where your self-worth, you're just kind of not feeling good about yourself. And that is a problem. That's an issue. I think that, you're very resistant to doing things, but I also think that you can't do things because of something's in the way. Something stops you from doing everything that you want to do. And I think, I just think that it's it's not a sudden thing. Usually with the Knight of Swords, he's like the fast moving knight and stuff. He's moving real fast. He's on the go. But I don't really see where this is a fast. I don't see where the issues are fast to fix, and I don't think it's something that was fast coming. I think it's something that it happened. Now you're getting fixed for it, whatever it is, but it's not going to be just real short. It's not going to be really quick. It is going to take a while to have any type of relief or anything like that. So, I mean, you have to be confident in yourself. You have to bring out that inner strength. Be the woman that you are. Be the woman that you know you can be, because you have been before. Even though you may not be 100%, nobody has to know you're not 100%. So that's what I see for you, Suzanne. I hope that is close. I hope that's close. I'm reading your comments. I don't have to read them out loud, that's for sure. I don't, and I won't, but I do see them. So know that I read them, believe me. I understand, and I definitely see why I saw some of the stuff I saw there. All right, Selena, what's going on? Don't forget, somebody just reminded me to remind you guys. Who is it down here that I just saw? Somebody who was really... Oh, Christina. Christina, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. Don't forget, get your specific questions ready, because tomorrow is Lenormand Day. It's Lenormand Wednesday, right? I'm debating whether we should do Lenormand for both shows during the day. The 11:30 show and the nighttime show, or just at the night show only. I'm still debating over it. So if you have a thought on it, if you have any feedback, throw it down there in the chat, in the comments, and I'll take a look at it and see what you guys are interested in. All right, Selena, let's see what's going on. What is happening? You're stagnant in your relationship, so you'd like to know, in what ways does your boyfriend want you to improve the relationship? All right, tell me. You don't have to tell me. I'm not saying tell me this. I'm saying think about this. Why do you have to be the one to improve the relationship? Why does it have to be you? Why doesn't it have to be both of you? Both of you doing things. It's no good if you're not working together. And it's so funny, because then I get the Three of Pentacles, which is all about cooperation and teamwork. All right. Before I even turned that card over, I said, why isn't it both of you, right? And then all of a sudden I get a card that has all to do with cooperating. Wow, Selena. You feel like you're in a slump. You're in a rut. You don't know how to get out. But I think when you have the baby, it's going to help. I think you're going to be a lot happier after you have the baby. What baby, you say? The baby that the Empress is telling me about. Could that be a possibility? Could there be any chance of that? If it's not you, then it may be somebody who's around you, a friend or a family member. But I definitely I have a very good feeling that somebody's pregnant somewhere. Interesting. I think if you, again, I got all things about work. This is about working together. This is about working together. This is the hard work card, the Eight of Pentacles, right? So I don't think it's you that has to improve the relationship. I think the two of you have to work together to do it. I think someone that you, I think you have people who are trying to help you reach your relationship goal. But again, I think you have people helping you with that. I don't think you're doing it alone. And I don't think, I think he needs to be part of that too. Your boyfriend needs to be part of, helping reach the goal of getting your relationship out of this rut. Relationships are hard work. They're not easy. They require work. They require determination. You have to be dedicated, right? You have to be dedicated to the relationship for it to work really well and to come up with new ideas. Now, I do see where there's hope. I see hope, and I see, I see healing between the two of you. I think you're going to come up with some inspiration. You're going to be inspired to do something different. I think you'll come up with some ideas or something, that are going to make things better. And I think that'll really take some of the pressure off of you because you feel like you've got to do it all. But you really don't. You're not the one who is responsible for doing everything. And you shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to be the one that's responsible for it all. I go back to that again. But again, I see teamwork. It has to be the two of you working together. If you're not working together very closely, very much the same, 50-50, not Selena does 80% and boyfriend does 20%. No. 50-50. If you guys don't work on this together, this rut, then I think it's going to stay in a rut. The two of you need to have communication. You have to talk to each other. You have to come up with a plan together. What's going to be the best way for the relationship to move forward and get stronger and better? And the two of you have to come up with ideas for it. That's all I can tell you. That's what I'm telling you, Selena. But it's got to be a two-way street. It's got to be 50-50. It can't be just, what all do I have to do? No. It's not all you having to do. So. All right. We're trying to have a baby. Does that mean it's happening this year? Selena, you got the Empress and wow. I just don't. I think so. I really felt like someone close to you or you, like I said, you first. I thought you first. And then I thought, maybe, if it's not you, if that's not a possibility right now, well then somebody close to you. But I really thought you in the beginning. I really did. And I still am. And that's why I kind of said it that way. It was kind of shocking the way I said it, I think. It kind of shocked me to say it like that. It made me quite shocked. So, yeah, that's what I see. All right. Sorry. Okay, so Christine, is S planning to ask you out? Does he have feelings at all? Any kind of feelings? Are we looking like any feelings at all? Don't forget, everybody on YouTube, please hit like. If you're new, subscribe, of course. But I think by now you've all subscribed, and that's great. But if you can give me a like on there, that would be awesome. Also, if you're over on Facebook, if you could give me a thumbs up or a heart, something nice to look at, that would be great. Hearts and thumbs ups are good. And also, if you would follow my page, the Night Reader Tarot Facebook page, that would be awesome. Because then you would also be able to get to my Instagram page, where we're going to be doing Freebie Friday again in a couple days. That would be Friday, I guess, right? Okay, so what do we have going on? Oh, is S planning to ask you out? Does he have feelings at all? I think S is very bored. I think S is really bored. I think he's just got too much going on. I think S has too much happening all at once. I see you being very, very friendly. I think you're successful in what you do. I think you're very warm, right? You're definitely that kind of person. When you set your mind to something, you're determined to get it done, and you want it done, and you make sure it gets done. I see that here with the hard work card. Again, the Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. It's also about perfection. As you can see, things start off simple, but the further up you go, the more elaborate the paintings become, or the drawings. So yeah, I definitely think you are determined. I think you're looking, I mean, you're willing to work hard for a relationship. I think you're willing to work very hard for, if S does ask you out, I think that's something that you are very interested in doing. You'll work to get it right. You'll work to get things good, to make things good. I think you just need to go back to your roots. Think about your traditions, right? Think about the things that you have known all your life. I think you are more of a rules person, where you would rather, play by the rules, not get in trouble, not have any issues with people or anything, and just have a nice, quiet life. And I'm not sure S is the same way. I think S has a very different point of view. I think they are a little wild. I think they're a little out there. I think they're a little risky. I think they're really into taking risks, and that's not you. That's not you. I don't think. I really don't think so. I think, like I say, like I told somebody this morning, and I don't remember who it was. I think you're more of a stay home kind of person, and relax in front of the TV, make some dinner, sit on the couch, eat the dinner, watching TV, as opposed to going out and, going to a party or dancing or something crazy and having dinner and doing all that and having to get all made up and razzle-dazzled and everything else. And I think that's how you are. The problem is, I think S is the exact opposite. I think S wants to go, 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 right? All the time. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. They're on the move. Don't blink, you'll miss them. So I think I don't really see where S has feelings toward you in a romantic way. Because I just think that the two of you are just too opposite. I don't think you would be able to keep up and be happy with S's lifestyle, and I don't think S would want to slow down and stick and go along with your type of lifestyle. So, yeah, Christine, I'm sorry. That's what I see. I know it's not happy. The cards don't always tell happy things. They tell you what you need to know, not always what you want to hear. And sometimes those things that you don't, things that you need to know are not always what you want to hear. That's for sure. So, yeah. All right, don't forget, donations take priority. There are ways to do it. If you want to guarantee your reading tonight, donations are the way to go. That is for sure. Chanel Almond, what's happening? You're doing okay. I'm doing okay too. I'm glad you're here. You're just curious if your boyfriend and you should elope and then have a celebration. Then have a celebration later. Right? Not a real reception, but just a celebration when everybody can get together again because of, when things get better. So should you just run off and get married somewhere? Are you going to tell people you're getting married? When you elope, I know eloping is usually it's like a what do you call it? A surprise kind of thing. It's like sneaky. You sneak out in the middle of the night. Your boyfriend brings a ladder. You sneak out and all of a sudden you are, you come back and, hey, we're married, by the way. So you want it to be like that, or is it going to be where you tell everybody and, you just want to have it done as a very small ceremony at the courthouse, and then you'll have your big party and everything later on. But then you don't have to have a dress and pay all that money, and oh man, it's expensive, right? You just have a party. You just have a party. Huh. Oh, there you go. You got the lovers to start. That's an interesting thing. All right, so you're still debating if you should say anything, and okay, that makes some sense to me. That makes sense to me here. Because I think there's something weighing on your mind, and that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You are debating whether you should say anything or not. And that's really dragging you down, right? That's holding you back from doing it. Otherwise, I think you would have done it already. The Lovers tells me that yes, you guys are in love. You are connected. You have that harmony. You have trust between the two of you. That's what you need. That's what you need to have that relationship. So keep that in mind. I do see where you are, you're sleeping on it, right? You're thinking about it. When people say, well, you know what, sleep on it. And I think that's why you're doing that. I think you're sleeping on it. I think you have the whole idea in your head, right? Because you got the little heart there. But I think the reason that you're waiting so long, that you haven't done this already, is just for that reason. Because you have that burden. Because you are concerned and not sure whether you should tell people or not tell people. I think it would be. I think the problem is one of your families are very traditional and very much. They want the whole formal wedding in the church kind of deal. They want the whole schmaltz, as I like to say. I don't know what schmaltz is, but they want the whole thing, right? They want everything. They want the church. They want the reception. They want it all to be traditional. And I think the other family, the other person's family isn't really, doesn't really care that you have all that circumstance, right? All that kind of stuff going on. I really think, you guys just want to protect yourselves, and that's important. And I do understand the importance of that. So I would say that, once you make that final decision, once you get rid of that burden and you decide what you're going to do, no matter which way you go with the decision, okay? Here's the big part of it all. Whichever way you decide to go with your decision, you will be supported by your families, by both families. You'll be confident in the decision you made because you've thought about it and you've slept on it, and you have the strong relationship, and you will also feel like you're successful anyhow. You're going to feel successful either way. So that's what I think. That's what I think for you, Miss Chanel Almond. And then what do we have to call you? Chanel what? Chanel Walnuts. That'll be your next new name. Your newest new name will be Chanel Walnuts. All right, let me look back up here at the top. Lorraine Farrell, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope things are good for you. Did you find out what the results are yet? You don't ever tell. You never tell. So I still think you, like Selena, may be pregnant. Or maybe getting pregnant very soon. I have to call you Chanel Walnuts. That'll be your mafia name, I think. I still think that. Could be a mob wife, right? You could be on one of those reality shows, Chanel. Mob wives. Mob wives of wherever you're from. What's your name? My name's Chanel Walnuts. Yeah. All right, Lorraine, I think things are on the upside for you. I think things are getting better. I think you felt down for a little while and now things are looking up. I think you really feel like things have become fair to you, fair for you, right? I think things have become, you felt like things weren't in your favor before, and I think things have changed. I think that has turned around, and I think that's what you've been looking for. I really do. I'm sorry, I stumble over my words tonight sometimes because I'm just trying to think of the right thing to say, and well, it's not coming as quick as it usually does. I think you are, I think you're just having a lot of time reminiscing about things. I think you're reflecting on things. Both of these cards tell me there's reflection going on with you. You're reflecting on something that happened, something that is going on or has been going on for a while. And, maybe it's time to move along. Again, you need to use your inner strength. So many people, I pull that card and I say that all the time, right? Use your inner strength, but they don't realize that they have it. Sometimes you just have to realize you have that inner strength. You need to know it Because once it shows, then you can be courageous, right? You can do things with conviction. I think I think that will help your confidence a lot. I think that'll help with you taking initiative and doing more things because you want to do them. And I think, your creativity is going to help you as well. So that's what I see for you, Lorraine. That is what I see. All right. I hope that makes sense. You gotta let me know when the baby's coming. Yvonne, how are you? So I am not going to get to everybody. I've got 5 minutes left. The way to guarantee that you get a reading, and I will stay later if there are donations, is to donate. If your phone has a barcode scanner, you can scan up here for PayPal, or you can scan down here for Square. PayPal, Square. Or you can check out any of these things way down here at the bottom, right? You go to the website, go to PayPal or Cash App. And that will guarantee you a reading. That will move you up to priority status. That'll put you to the top of the list. And guarantee I do a reading for you tonight. We do only have about 5 minutes left. My next reading will be my last reading. So I'm going to do this one, and then I will have one more reading after this if I don't have any donations. So, and there's a crowd of yous. Yvonne, somebody around you is pregnant. Again, someone around you is pregnant, not you. It's not you. I think it's Lorraine. But, oh, sorry, never mind. I think the family problems that you are asking about, right? You're saying you want a family reading. Will issues be resolved soon? I think somebody has to make a decision. Somebody has to choose one way or another way, and one way is going to be good and one way is going to be not so good. Right? One way is going to alienate someone from the family, and one way is going to bring them back into the family. It's very simple, right? Two choices. Obviously, there's a family issue going on, and those are the two choices. I think everyone in the family care and love each other. I think there is such a tight emotional bond between all of you, between every single one of you, that it makes it difficult if there is an issue, if there is someone who is, not in line with everybody else, because you're so used to having everyone be in line with everyone else. It shakes everything. It shakes the whole family. It shakes the confidence in the whole family. It makes everybody feel, like there's just not enough, happiness anymore, right? I think you have the insight to see what needs to be done and how to do it. I just think it's a matter of, stepping up and doing it. And that's a difficult thing. That's going to be extremely difficult because, that even though that could cause healing in the family, I do think that may also cause the person who is, not in line with the family to possibly completely break off, and then the rest of the family is happy. Everybody else is emotionally happy. Everybody else feels good about whatever how everyone else is doing, but then there's that one person who is broken off from everybody else. And I don't really think that's the Farrell way. I don't think so. I think you guys want everyone to get together and be together. I think, you want that peace and harmony that goes along with the Two of Cups right there in the middle. You're going to have to, I mean, you are the oldest sister. And I think it might turn to you at some point where other family members are going to look to you to make something happen. So will they be resolved soon? I don't think so. I truly don't think it's going to be resolved soon. I think it's going to take work, Yvonne, and I think that work is going to be a lot of work. And I think it's going to, like I said, I think you're going to have to you're going to have to be the one to kind of, you may have to be the one at least that has to step up and be the voice of reason. All right, Bountiful Sea Turtle, you got the last reading. You have the last reading tonight. Again, unless I have a donation that I haven't seen yet. But if I do not have a donation, then this is my last reading. So, yeah. If I have donations, then of course I will, like I said, I'll stay and do your donation questions. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow is Lenormand Wednesday. Get your specific questions in. Don't forget that. Don't forget Freebie Friday on Instagram. And don't forget Friday night, we have a very special guest, the Violet Sage, here with us. Yeah, don't forget that. That's important. Friday night, we have the Violet Sage here at our 6 o'clock show. So that's this Friday. So please be here early with your questions, because we do get a crowd. The two of us get a crowd, I'll tell you. And there's a guarantee that we will not get to everybody's question, because it just doesn't happen between all of my followers and all of her followers. There's just not any possible way that we can do it all in an hour. I can't even do it all in an hour. I can't get everybody in an hour. So that's just the way it is. Just the way it goes. There's only so much time in an hour. All right. So your general reading, Bountiful Sea Turtle. Hello from New Jersey. I hope things are well in Florida. The King of Pentacles is telling me that you are being very realistic about your approach to something. Something that's going to help with your family. Something that's going to help provide for your family. You're being extremely realistic about. And that's a good thing. I think that makes everyone I think that makes everybody feel comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I think there's new potential out there for you. I think you're very optimistic about it. But I think there's also that chance that you could, maybe misstep a little. And if you do, then there's always the chance that you fall off the edge, right? You fall off the edge of the cliff here with the Fool. You are, I just think you're very frustrated with things. I think you are, kind of in self-isolation, not because of quarantining or anything like that. I just think that you are kind of keeping to yourself lately, not talking to a whole lot of people, not being social with a lot of people. I just think you feel like you've lost something. You've lost something, and there it is right there. You can see down here, they can't really see that, but there's the lost thing right up there. I think you're putting up a wall. You've built a wall around yourself. You are protecting yourself. You don't want to get hurt. And I think that may be the problem. You have been hurt recently in the past. You had a relationship that was not so great. And I think it, just didn't go the way you wanted it to. And now you're afraid of getting hurt again. You can see where this person has been hurt in the past because they've already got a bandage on their head. So they've been hurt. Now they don't want to be hurt again. The Empress says there is somebody, you do have family. You have family that's there for you, who are very nurturing, who are very protective of you. They really, they will be the wall for you. They would be the ones who would take and be very protective of you. All right? Especially, I think, there's probably a woman in your life that is above you. That would be like a parent, or parent or grandparent. And I think it's a woman, so I'd say mother or grandmother. Maybe a very close older sister, sibling, but I don't think so. I would go with mother or grandmother that is really close to you and is really overprotective, even to a point. But that's okay, because that's really what you want at this right now. So I hope I'm right, Bountiful Sea Turtle. I hope I got that right. I could be right, or I could be 100% wrong on that one. That's what I see. Let's put it that way. That's what I read in the cards. That's how I'm interpreting them. That's how I feel about them. All my readings are always for entertainment purposes only. So, I'm just going to interpret things the way I see them. So, that's what I get for you, Bountiful Sea Turtle. Tejaswini. That's it. Hello. I am sorry I did not get to your question this evening. There is no list. I pick questions at random. But if you would subscribe, right? Just like it says there, subscribe. I am on twice a day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So if you are able to make either of those shows, I am glad to have you here. Definitely glad to have you here. So, if you would subscribe, click on the little bell, get those notifications. It tells you, when I'm going to be going online and stuff. All right. So let me double check one more time. Make sure I have no donations coming in. Nope, I don't. So it is time to say goodbye. All right. I hope you guys all had a good evening. Thank you so much. And we will be here again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Lenormand Wednesday. Get your specific questions ready. And I will get my Lenormand cards rolling. All right. Bountiful Sea Turtle, good. I'm glad you felt like it was true. Excellent. All right. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good evening. Thanks. Bye.